Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen a royal portrait that made you stop and think, wait, did that princess just check her phone in full gala dress? Well, that's exactly what happened when Denmark's Princess Isabella turned 18. One photo, just one, changed the way people looked at modern royalty. It was April 2025. The royal house of Denmark had just released the official portraits for Princess Isabella's big milestone, her 18th birthday. And as you'd expect, the photos were breathtaking. Isabella wearing a beautiful floor-length orange gown, the turquoise tiara once worn by her grandmother, and that famous blue sash, the insignia of the Order of the Elephant, Denmark's highest royal honor. Everything about it said tradition, grace, and royal heritage. But then came that one photo. The candid shot. Princess Isabella, smiling, relaxed, holding her iPhone, as if she'd just paused mid-text. And guess who took the picture? Her mother, Queen Mary herself. Now, this wasn't just another royal photo. Oh no, it instantly divided opinion. Some people absolutely loved it. They said, finally, a royal who looks real, relatable, just like any other young woman of her generation. To them, Isabella wasn't breaking tradition, she was modernizing it. But others weren't so sure. Critics argued that mixing a smartphone with royal regalia, tiaras, sashes, medals, was, well, a bit too casual. Some even joked that it looked like an iPhone ad set at Amalienborg Palace. But the truth is, this one photo said more than 1,000 press statements ever could. It wasn't about a phone. It was about a shift, a bridge between centuries of royal symbolism and the world Isabella actually lives in. Because here's the reality, she's a Gen Z princess, born into a digital world, raised on technology, and now stepping into public life with a perspective very different from her parents' generation. And that's where this moment becomes fascinating. You see, royal portraits have always reflected the times they were taken in. In the 19th century, portraits projected authority, kings and queens painted as almost divine figures. By the late 20th century, they began to show personality, humanity even. Now, in the 21st century, we've reached the age of authenticity. The public doesn't just want to see their royals, they want to connect with them. And that's exactly what this image did. It made Princess Isabella look like someone her generation could understand, approachable, genuine, and real, even while wearing a tiara. Of course, the Danish monarchy has been quietly walking this line for years. Since King Frederick and Queen Mary took the throne in 2024, they've balanced dignity with modernity beautifully. This photo was simply the latest, and perhaps boldest, step in that direction. It said, yes, we honor tradition. But we also live in the same world you do. So when you look at that image, Isabella in her gown, tiara glimmering, phone in hand, you're not just seeing a princess texting. You're seeing the story of an institution adapting to survive. A monarchy saying, we're still here, and we understand the times we live in. Maybe that's why it resonated so deeply. Because it wasn't just a portrait of a princess. It was a portrait of a new era. And that's the power of one picture, to remind us that even centuries-old traditions can still find a place in the modern world. Sometimes, all it takes is a royal and her smartphone. Thanks for watching, please like, share and subscribe my channel.